Well, can we rely on the names like Joel Parkinson to keep the top end of the draw moving forward? It hasn't happened in this round yet. Jeremy Flores is his opponent, and what an almighty battle this will be, because you know both of them have the attrition, both of them tons of experience with multiple visits to the region. This is going to be a great clash on paper, Potts.
Absolutely it is, and while we're at the break, Jeremy Flores, surfer in blue, he's going to be taking a lot of confidence moving forward, traveling alongside Michel Perez and Joan Deroux, both surfers winning their heats. Jeremy slipping off on his last maneuver. Just a small score. Joel Parkinson, though, talk about multiple visits to this part of the world. He loves it. He's starting to really enjoy his time here in Fiji, just relaxing into it, and just that style that we've come to love from Joel. Timing, that smooth flow. And on that occasion, getting the better of that opening exchange.
Joel, of course, a great career, so much to talk about, but let's have a look at what Jeremy can find here. To the top, draws the line. Now, he's not going to rush anything. The surfers that are just letting the waves dictate to them are getting the numbers, and that one is just going to be an exit for Flores. Connor O'Leary win over Kelly Slater as we focus in on the potential for action here. Yes, Parkinson will go with priority, and it's a ditch. So he's looking, now this is exactly what we spoke about, Potts, is everybody just keeping ultra awareness.
You know, Jeremy hit that on the head. Patience is key, I mean, especially when it comes to this wave. Here he goes now.
All right, let's have a look. He's going to drag it in the curtain. It's a thin curtain, but he'll push through. Now out on the face, gears up a turn, back to the pocket, little jam, 90 degrees, pivot. Another little slash there, so this is now working out for him on the inside. And he'll hammer away there. But Parko, second wave of the set's drawing cleaner. It's going to suit this man's style as he gaffs out a big turn there. It's not going to give him the inside section, Potts. So great exchange here. Of course, Kai Borg as well, part of the water patrol.
All right, Joel Parkinson. Watch these couple of turns from Joel. See how much more he's putting into it. This one here I love. Just hooking right into it. And again, the next turn, jamming it. 3 solid backhand rail maneuvers done with so much style. That's what I love about Joel surfing. Jeremy Flores, quick little cover up, sort of more of a head dip shampoo style tube ride. Nice little snap under the lip, showing some variety. Another nice turn right there, beautiful extension of the body, and also a classic style from Jeremy Flores. So I think Joel's going to get the nod on this occasion. 3 solid maneuvers. Opening turn, nice, as he drives down around the bottom. Again, just hooking into it. You can see just extending that back leg. And again, look at the power that he puts in, just jamming it in the pocket. 100% control, 100% confidence in his equipment, and rides it up onto that super shallow reef. So Joel, about to lock the best score of the heat.
I suppose this is a feeling you're not that used to, mate, but that was one needing a 4, and you couldn't find it.
Yeah, I sat in the spot I wanted to be. There were 1 or 2 waves earlier in the heat that broke up deeper, and there was one big one that broke wide of both of us. And plus, Owen, Gabriel, John, Mick, all those guys going down in this round, you don't expect that.
And you throw you in.
Throw me in too, why not? But because the guy who's supposed to win is going to end up with more pressure. So that's really what I saw in the John and Leo heat, because everyone's going to expect John to win that. Even Leo said, well, we lost a bet with him.
Some great value there. No real waves ridden except for that nice little burrowed barrel from Parko for a 5.6. And here he goes again. Oh. Lovely linking of turns. The judges are lapping this up. Little tight slap down of the nose there. And a little bunny hop, because that wave has sort of fractured itself on the inside. It's not going to find a new...
He needs some big scores, though. A couple of 8s will get him back in. Let's have a look at Joel. I love it when he gets a little bit of room to move. Have a look at that turn from Joel, and again, just jamming off the top. Unbelievable stuff from Joel Parkinson. 3 amazing maneuvers, and would not be surprised if that betters his 7.5.
Let's have a look at Jeremy here. Lots of work ahead for the Frenchman. Grew up in the Indian Ocean Islands. He knows how to navigate waves like this. He does it in his sleep. Nice little thing. Top pivot. In and out. Not sure what he's signaling there.
Combo situation, but he's needing an 8-point ride here. scores for Joel's last wave just starting to drop in, but nice little clean low road right here. Beautiful turn, just losing the fins a little bit in 2 minds there. And now that's better from Jeremy. So loses his balance at the bottom. And not sure what his actions were there, but
Joel's only made it to the quarters. Jeremy has gone all the way through to a semi-final finish. And right now he's got a lot of work ahead because this man is in momentum here. Lots of movement in the deep water is making for slabby sections on the edge of the coral reef here, Potts. Welcome back to live action as we are joining Jeremy Flores as he loads up the backhand turn. That's a nice gaff. Now he's trying to bring a comeback story to Joel Parkinson here, and he's got to find the big numbers, and he's grinding through the gears here, Potts. Looking good as Jeremy Flores. Another hit as well. So angry Jeremy Flores here, getting emotional, and that anger might just be serving him well.
well, I'll tell you what, that was definitely one of the better waves of the heat, and right behind him, have a look at this one.
Well, Joel's going to answer straight back, threads it, now brushes it all aside for a swoop. Beautiful lines from Parko, trademark from him. So nice little piece of action here with around 6 minutes to go.
It was, this is exactly what he needed, you know. It's gonna put his headspace right where it needs to be. Beautiful opening maneuver, carrying a lot of speed. Nice little turn right there. Love the way he fades right down, grabs the rail on the bottom turn, and again, just unloading maneuver after maneuver. Speed, power, and flow. I love those words because why? That just equals good surfing. And Jeremy Flores drops an absolute bomb, an 8.67.
You know, turning around to the judges' tower, and then after that wave, he just clicked into, back into comp mode. It looked like he had just pulled it all back together, and his pit crew went from the same thing in meltdown mode to just psyching mode. So when he caught that wave and absolutely blitzed it, you know, the boys were just lighting up in the channel, screaming for him.
Have a look at Jeremy here. Jeremy surfing for a number, a 6.63 at the foremost of his thinking here. Down the line. This wave is now drawing out his opportunity to start working the rail. He does. It's a quick one. And he'll, click float, and he'll go down just like that.
Gabriel Medina, this is Jeremy's last ride. Time is ticking down for Jeremy, needing a 6.63. Nice little opening turn. Finds a low road here. The wave starts to stand up nicely for Jeremy. Good little transition, bangs it off the top again, comes around the section, floats it up over the top and slips off the tail. Dangerous wipe out there for Jeremy.
One possible opportunity, no. He's been beaten by the clock. Wouldn't have answered any questions anyway. So that's a great result for Joel Parkinson. He's going to be moving into round 4. Little victory lap for Joel. Joel will be happy with that, considering the established crew have been falling in round 3. Joel's represented well here.